Hello. Here I am, Dave. I'm here. I was only to do some testing. How is everybody? Are we all good? Let me see if I'm probably speaking to myself. Let me go on my channel. 5 watching. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't want to pause it. Just want to mute it. Hello, Jesus. How are you? I don't look too bad of a picture. 720, mind you. Yes, here I am. Let me just go into the live mode. There we are. Oh, 35 watching. I wonder how many idiots from Bristol are there. Because all good when they attack you in their group, but they won't come and debate. They won't. They won't. They won't come in. You know, they gang up on you in groups or think you're stupid that you don't see them following you or coming behind you. That's what I mean. That's what you got to do. People like you got to creep up on people and attack them from behind, sucker punch them. So let's just run through this. I am a racist because I've attended an anti-migration demonstration. So how does that make me a racist? And and it was down to me that everyone that got put in prison regarding the Bristol riots was my fault. My fault. So let's break that one down. Did I make any of those adult people commit those criminal offences? No. So that alone is an idiot making that sort of statement that it was my fault that or they got put in prison. No, they did it to themselves by committing criminal offences. You know, like trying to commit arson with intent. I don't like the police next to the next person, but I certainly wouldn't fucking try and kill one or kill several of them. Idiots, absolute idiots. You are. No argument. People like you have got no argument. The moment you use race or anything like that, that means you've got no argument. No argument whatsoever. And in fact, I agree with them. Colston statue should have been removed ages ago. Ages ago. But predominantly people who are Bristolian, like I am, don't give a fuck if the statue stayed up or got pulled down. They really, you know, don't fucking care, right? But I understand why the statue came down, because that statue, it was different to Gill, the Gill statue, whereby that statue was put up 100 years after Colston's death, knowing what he did, okay, or what he was involved in. What I don't agree with is them pulling it down the way they did. I don't agree with that. But the statue should have come down and or stayed up with a plaque. This is Colston. This is what he did. But bearing in mind, this is what he did for the city. Because most of the people that attend these demonstrations for Antifa are students within their city. And if it wasn't for people like Colston and Wills, you wouldn't be going to university in this city. So you're all fucking messed up in the head, people. You must be, because you don't think logically. And I'm far right. Come on. Again, I will ask any of you if you can find where I've been racist. Show me. And as for me hiding behind my camera, I film everything because there's twats like you on the street of Bristol. And you need to get everything because they creep up behind you and try and sucker punch you. So yeah, fuck the lot of you. Like I've said, you lefty twats, you know exactly where I live, but not one of you come to my door because not one of you have got the bottle. Anyway, my rant over. How is everybody? Susie, hello. Bianca, hello. Hello, Bianca up there. Tom, Mand, Dave, Chris, running up numbers, everybody. Debbie, how are you? Rebel, how are you? Mate, I'm just honest. No, no one will come to the door, babe, because they haven't got the bottle to. They haven't. Fucking lighter out of gas. Yeah. My little doggy. Well, she's going on Monday. I'm upset. I'm going to cry. My doggy's going. So how is everyone? I hope you're well. I've been absolutely hanging out my backside. I've been really ill. Really, really ill. Praying to the porcelain god at 2 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Why is it, right? Either your gas runs out or the flint pops out before these cheapy, shitty ass lighters. I am feeling better. I thought I was going to pray again yesterday for a little bit, but that soon passed. I'm trying to light me. Might as well roll another one, aren't I, really? Do another doobie. So, yeah, I am back. I am better. Let me just get myself sorted a minute. Got my kids out in the garden, like terrorising everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's 4:20. Shh. I'm in my shed, aren't I? I'm in my shed. Hello, Jamie's mad eye. I just really find it. It's like I might as well just turn around and say it. It's like somebody put in the chat to me earlier. They put a comment on the video. It doesn't matter how much you argue with them that you're not. It just makes it 10 times worse. So you may as well turn around and go, when they call you a racist, you go, yeah, I am. Thank you very much. What of it? You're never going to win. They cannot show you any evidence that you've been racist. And mind you, I've got pictures and pictures of me with every nationality, every race on on my YouTube and across my platforms. So how can I be racist? Racist? How is it? No argument, people. And this is what we got in our city. And they think it was all right. It was all right that they smashed up the city. It was all right. They smashed up the police station. That's fine. They can do that because those sort of crimes are allowed. You're all a bunch of hypocrites. You are hypocrites. I stand under rule of law. Yeah, the law of the land, injury, harm, and loss. What do they stand? Nothing. They just want complete anarchy. They don't want they're the ones here. Defund the police, defund the police. Fucking morons. Morons, a lot of them. And all he could then do is, oh, look at that. He's a far right. Look at that toothless wonder. Because that's what it'd be. That's what they've done before. That's what you all did before, wasn't it? Oh, look at that toothless. Look at he got no teeth. Look, far right. He must be far right if he's got no teeth. Fucking morons. Morons, a lot of you. And it was the same twat. Do we all remember that twat that asked me what, never spoke to him before, and he asked me what my political opinion, what my political stance was. It's like my dad always told me, never trust anyone who asks you. That's the first question out their mouth. It's a bit like a politician, isn't it? I'm telling you, I find it disgusting, racist like that. Like, Jesus. And I fought for this country for people like that to call me racist. Thank you. I took the Queen shit in for people like that to call me racist. Cheers. Wow. I gotta get me Z badge in a minute. What does that make me? Putin's bitch? In fact, wait there 1 minute. I'm gonna go get me Z badge. I'll get me Z badge. Let me just go into StreamYard a minute. Let me just turn my camera off. Hello, Core. How are you? Hope you're all good. See, there's lots of going on with XR today. Me and Boomer were talking, and we think there's going to be a new condition coming out that you're all going to have to the doctor's going to start seeing in the near future, and it's going to be mass meter psychosis. It's where you are all fixated on your electricity and gas meter, and you can't do nothing else apart from watching your meter go up. Yeah, it's called mass meter psychosis. It's going to be the next thing that is going to be hitting, and everyone should be afraid of. Are they down in Folkestone? It should be nice weather. I don't, if it's nice weather here, it's bound to be nice weather down on the Dover coast, on the Kent coast. What's the weather like for crossings today? Mind you, these are all refugees, climbing into fucking small boats, coming across the world's most dangerous stretch of water, and it is the world's most dangerous stretch of water. Fact, but all running away from war torn. I've tried to reason with these twats before, all the time. You can't reason with them. You can't. So I can understand when they turn around and say to people, "Oh, you're racist. You're racist." Racist. Was it racist? I don't know. So yeah, I am. Must be. I'm gonna go get me the Z badge. God, I don't know. We're using, is it £5 a day at least, Lecky? Maybe £4-5 a day electricity, and well, God knows I mentioned gas. That was £20 in 3 days, less than 3 days. That's just like, it's scaring me. See you later, man. Well, funny you should say that, Welsh lad. Boomer's good lady wife is Belarusian. Man, there's no change. No change in fuel. Maybe I think he said there's maybe a few rupees or something like that, but nothing to how we've got it. You know, so it's why are we? Yeah, it is. £20 in less than 3 days. It is absolutely, it's a joke. I can't understand where it's going. You know, before when I got up yesterday morning, on my meter, it was already used 57p, and I'm thinking 57p on what? So that's obviously on your standby items, isn't it? Your fridge, freezer. So on those items alone, that was 57p just by getting up in the morning. Or I don't know if that was the 57p standing charge they put on every morning anyway, because we all pay a standing charge if you have a meter, and that's your meter standing charge. What we need to do is we just all need to stop paying our gas and electricity. What are they going to do? Turn us all off? Cut us all off? Take us all to court? Lock us all in prison? No. But on that note, I'm going to go get my badge and get my drink. I'll be back in 1 second. I'll leave you with this tune. Chick, chick, chick. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in. I get it in, and for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process, and I only know it takes time. You can get it. Got no worries, I'm gonna make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Aim off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
And I'm back. Hello. Yes. Am I bad? I'll get some triggers, won't it? Trigger alert, trigger alert. Never mind. Never mind. I don't really care. There we go. Didn't make myself a new drink now. I'll be doing a live tonight. Excuse me, we can have more of a bitch and a wine then. I gotta try and my other camera's like really broke, so I've only got this Panasonic one. My Canon's gone for the white balance won't correct itself no more. So I've got a white balance sensor gone. Yeah, you asked me earlier, was I doing a live tonight? Weren't you? You did. Get your twerk on. Get your twerk on. Oh, Derek, I've got loads of music here. I don't know what's this one.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Oh. Now we get our groove on. get the groove on. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Stop mucking around. You should twerk. I can't. I'll be, doing it. No, I can't. Remember the old crab dance? If you were an OG, if you was an OG of the channel, you'll remember the crab dance. Yeah. He's been out doing one now, Susie. Have to draw the line. You're such a cheat. That's it. That's it. That's it. Here's one for you. No. No, I gotta find something for you. I was gonna play you this little love melody. What I feel for you, Bianca. But I'm not gonna fucking play it now. Fuck you. I would have sang to you as well. Hey, I found my heart. I found my heart again. You were standing there. You bravely let me in. I could wait a million years or more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be. It's hard to be this real when you play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. It's you I feel. It's you I feel so thin. 'Cause we're both so unashamed when I play. Yes, I am a wet fart. Well, you would all have me no other way, would you? A wet fart. I'll turn that off. Anyway, yeah. I got Mrs. T looking out the window out there. That I can't see her, but I can just see a silhouette. Yeah, I can see a shoulder in the window. She will as well. She will. She will. I have to say, the most funniest thing I have seen in a long time was Indy coming through that fucking hole last night. That was comedy gold. No, that was gold. Indy, that was brilliant. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, that's it. I'm not saying, right, there's not propaganda coming out on both sides, where there clearly is. If one side's doing it, when we know it is, and we're accusing the other side, you've got to be in that mindset that both sides are putting propaganda out, right? All of this Baku, now, both sides had to go present evidence. So the Ukraine and Russia had to go present evidence at the UN Security Council to say, look, this happened, all this atrocity happened. And then Russia, said it, would have said it didn't, la, 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 la. But twice the UN refused to hear the evidence. And now the UN have kicked Russia out. So, and UK's chair of the United Nations at the moment, just to stick that one in there. I'm not saying they both haven't killed other people. I'm not saying the Russian soldiers are better than the Ukrainian soldiers. They're both as bad as each other. But we seem to be jumping on it, Russian bad man, Putin bad man, and it's absolutely okay if I abuse a Russian. You know, would Antifa tolerate that? Would they allow people there to, you know, they don't want people being racist or anything like that, or you know? Actually, I'm telling you, it's half the people don't know the full story. They all think the war started on February the 24th. Yeah, it's absolutely, it's mental, people. Absolutely mental. Yeah, but if you're against a narrative, get censored or banned, or if you're against a narrative, you're then automatically called far right, racist. You know, because look at all the people that were just against the last narrative, which we're not allowed to speak about. You know, what we've just come out of for the past 2 years is you know, sort of now stopped. If you didn't believe in that narrative, you were far right. How did that make you far right? Because you didn't believe a narrative that, you know, a government's putting out. Look at all, you know, they Piers Corbyn is far right, anti-vaxxer, blah 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 blah. It's mental. Anyway, I'll quickly post a link. It's not gonna be a long one. So I said to my wife. I'll get a new lighter. A bit of news. We the Curious in Bristol has caught fire. By all accounts. Going to Central, you are 100% correct, right? East and West Ukraine have been fighting for fucking years, right? Years. 2014, there was obviously the coup d'etat. That's when it was really got bad. You know, East and West have been shelling. You know, once Russia annexed the Crimea, that was when West turned East's water off. It's I'm telling you, people don't see. Ask anyone about the Alley of Angels. Ask anyone about the 38, the 36 anti-Moldan order and the 2 Moldan protesters that were burnt alive and shot in the trade union building. Alley of Angels, which is a monument to all the children that were killed. So yeah, Mr. B's here. Hello, Mr. B.
Hey, afternoon, you, everybody else.
Good afternoon. It is
What's
going to be.
happening?
No, not a lot. I was just out in town, and then what happened, that happened, and then I came home, and then yeah. But the good thing is, no one's at the actual vaccine centre around the corner, which is
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
It's good, really good. Didn't see anyone queuing outside, because obviously they were promoting the 5 to 11-year-old today. So hopefully nobody took up, or very few people took it up, because at the end of the day, like you said, it's freedom of choice, isn't it? Even though it's the wrong choice.
Yeah. I know a few people that have been vaccinated. They're not getting any more. So
My mum, for one. My mum and my dad, they're not having any more. They said 3 was enough. It's a nice day in London. How's the XR protest going? Obviously.
well, if you want, there you go. A few photos while we're talking.
Oh, let me
It's
just
very sunny.
Let me bring the screen up a minute.
A lot of people, as you can see.
Life on Earth is dying. End
Yeah,
fossil
apparently.
fuel now.
Yeah. Oil as well. Everything. Live like an Amish.
So what are we
Lazy.
replacing it? You know, what are they suggesting?
Hey, Kaiser Sose.
Kaiser Sose.
Yeah.
What is it? What are they saying to replace it with? What? Nuclear? What are they going more nuclear now, or what? What are they, promoting? 'Cause
No, nuclear's bad, isn't it?
well, I thought the other day they were like starting to reverse. What was what's his name saying? Is it Maratuzzi? What was his name? He was saying something about them turning around on shale gas. They're coming around to shale gas now or something. Fracking.
Yeah. Well, the government here said they're going to build some more nuclear reactors. It's just these people don't like it. They don't want gas as well. They want all fossil fuels gone. Hello?
Yeah, say again. They want all fossil fuel gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought it, technology.
No.
I thought it disappeared.
Oh no, you're still there, dude. Still there. Quite nice pictures they are.
Yeah, I'm just adding some more. Hang on. They're just from the pocket.
Yeah, because Boris was down at Hinkley, the new nuclear site down in Highbridge, Burnham Way. He was down there this week promoting nuclear. And I think, well, you might as well build. If we go in nuclear, but we're not building it ourselves. Bit weird. We don't own it. It's going to be owned by the French.
We should build smaller ones, but make them with salt instead of water.
Well, what do these? We got all these
nuclear
crew ships, aren't we? These fucking aircraft carriers that can go on for 20 odd years. So why don't they build like new small reactors like that? That can run off sea, to be cooled by seawater and shit. Because it is cooled by seawater, because that's why they build all these power plants right next to estuaries and things like that, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's why we got so many along the Severn, because of the tidal movement.
Yeah, but the new ones you can build with molten salt instead of water. So then they don't overheat, and you don't have to put them near the water at all.
Yeah, but it's the waste that nuclear produces, isn't it? What are we going to do with it? Because we still got Sizewell. Sizewell was a nuclear power plant, which is being decommissioned, but we still got the spent fuel rods there in silos. What are we going to do with all this shit?
Exactly.
What was this? Tesla. They've had the different sorts of. You even said hydropower, wasn't it? Hydro fuel. Is it water? You can power something on water. I don't know. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, hemp's be a good one. Hemp would be a very, very good natural source of, because it can grow within 16 weeks of crop harvest, and you can burn that can, and it's sustainable. Sorry, actual hydro is water turbine. But no, the power Boomer's gone. That Boomer went. I got to change my hat. I don't like that hat. Edit avatar. Put that one on. Done. There we go. Hello, Distortion, mate. How are you? I'm as well as. Yeah, grit. Hemp could be used in every industry known to man. It's funny, that's probably why they try to eradicate it. Well, I think hemp alone, 1 hectare of hemp, however big a square hectare is, I don't know. I can't remember geography back that far, but anyway, a square hectare of hemp can offset 15 tons of carbon. So that, I don't know how many actual plants that is of hemp. 15 tons of carbon is a lot per hectare. So why won't they just grow, because obviously the plant forest allegedly to offset carbon footprint. Why not just build, and then they can chop these down, replant, and use whatever they chop down in every aspect of life. He's back.
I'm back. I had technical problems. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. XSplit broadcaster crashed.
Oh, did he? Did it? Did he? Did he? It's like I'm saying this human. Yeah, did he? XSplit broadcaster. How is XSplit broadcaster?
Oh, not very well. He just crashed.
Yeah. They can grow everything. Hydroponics. CO2 bombarding. Isn't that bad, because we all see the greenhouse effect, don't we? Greenhouse gases. As when they grow plants in greenhouses, they fucking flood it with CO2, don't they?
Yes.
Makes it flourish or something. Don't know. I'm not a botanist.
Go to the NASA website and look up Earth greening, and you'll see it's increased.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you look back to when the dinosaurs roamed the planet, we would never get back to that level of CO2 again if we burn all the fossil fuel on the planet now. We would never get back to that level of those whatever millions of years ago. Right? So, but back then, if you see how green the planet was back then, and it was a high concentrate of CO2 in the atmosphere. So I do believe in climate change. I just think it's natural. And I don't think what we're doing is fucking hell. Look at China. Shit me. What do they pump into the atmosphere?
Yeah, lots more than this puny island.
Yeah, and we're the ones that seem to be. Why didn't they fuck off over there, like, and start protesting in China? Oh, because you can. Because you're not allowed. Because you're locked in your houses at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Shanghai is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shanghai is completely on lockdown, where they're not even allowed to come out on their fucking balconies. Excuse my French. I don't know how true that is. Yeah, but I have seen bold accounts that drones up in the sky going, "Don't come out and sing. Don't sing." I don't know how true that is. That could be. I don't speak Japanese or Chinese or whatever. So unless someone can translate it for me, what she's saying, she could be saying, "Don't come out of your house. Don't sing because you're not free." Yeah. Yeah, time traveler. You could be completely 100% right, is actual anyway. 100% right, pranks by students. Hello, actual.
Hey, how you doing, man? You right?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
How you doing, man? Yeah, sorry, continue.
No. We were just saying that, they're saying about these China being locked down in their apartments. They're not allowed out to come out and sing, but we're saying that's probably a prank.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening there, man.
No.
You see like a video or two, and that's it. We determine what's going on in China. Like,
well, it's a bit like all the videos we see from Ukraine and Russia, isn't it?
exactly. We don't know, man.
I said the only way I'm going to believe it is that if I'm there looking at it through my own eyes. I cannot believe what the media puts out from either side. Right?
I mean, look, we're on YouTube, like Tyrone. You've seen the updates that we get as creators, like anything from Ukraine, like demonetized for the time being. Like,
well, you're
you're stopping. Yeah,
you're not allowed to have anything bad against. You can't go against the narrative. If you were, if we were slating Russia, you know, Russia bad man, and we should kill them all, then we'd probably be all right. But I'm just more a bit pragmatic than that. It's a fucking bollocks on both sides.
For me, China's like a lost cause, man. We just don't know what the fuck's going on. The state controls everything, and our state is trying to control everything. We just don't know. I feel sorry for people in China. Like,
well, if you look at, I don't know if you follow Patrick Lancaster at all, actual.
Oh, I've seen a few videos. I haven't followed. I need to, man. I need to.
Yeah, see, he's been in there from day one, and he's even been before they went into Russia. He'd done Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and all those sort of places. So, and he's followed the Russians, and he was in an American, I think he's American Navy, and he's followed the Russians from day one. And it's not how our Western media is portraying it. It clearly isn't. And that Baku, or I might even be saying it wrong, that village that got all those people killed, you know, unfortunately, I've seen dead bodies and what shot up people look like. And they certainly don't look like that. There's more trauma than that. And the bodies are normally flayed around, not actually what I call tidy.
I get it, man. I get it.
Right? There's no blood.
Yeah.
Right? Most of those rounds they're shot with, right, are what they call high velocity. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what a high velocity round does?
It explodes on impact. There's a massive impact, and there's shockwaves.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't just go through you like a needle.
No. So it makes a tiny hole on the inside, on the entry wound, and a fucking a mess on the outside, on the exit wound.
A mess on the inside and the outside.
Yeah. So none of their jackets, none of their, had what I call, say for example, I shot a bullet. You'd have a hole, but you'd have that little frame mark around it, and that would be at the back. You'd have a fucking massive. See, there's none of that. You didn't see any faces. You didn't see any hands or feet.
Yeah, I think you explained it perfectly the best way. It's like, it's too clean.
Yeah, it's too clean.
Like, look, we're on the internet, right? And some of us are not young, and we've seen things, back in the day or whatever. Like, you see footage of things that you shouldn't, that you wouldn't see on the mainstream. Like, it's not like the movies, It's not like the movies. It's like, it's something. Someone gets shot with a fucking high velocity rifle. Their body distorts. Their face will distort. Their head will distort. Like, their head's not head anymore.
Yeah, it all distorts. The body will contort. It will all. It's everything. And to me, it just didn't. Nothing looked right. Nothing looked right. And that's all everyone's going on about now. Is that this atrocity? And then the day later, Russia got expelled from, from the UN Security Council or Human Rights Council.
Yeah, Human Rights. But the US left that Human Rights Council months ago anyway as well. They left, so it doesn't matter. It's another shit organisation.
Well, it's an organisation that is chaired by the UK at the moment. It's all happening when we're behind the chair. Not saying it ain't happening in Ukraine and that Russian and Ukraine are killing each other, but they've been doing that for a decade.
Yeah.
They have. So what's the, it's Just
Yeah,
another.
it's been going on. Like, you speak to some of the, I spoke to people, the one or two that I went to. A lot of people don't want to be on camera, you know, they're just normal people. And like they say the same thing. It's like, no, this hasn't started. This didn't start a couple of weeks ago. It started 8 years ago.
Well, it started.
Yeah.
You can trace it back 70 years. The US has involvement in had involvement in the Ukraine for the last 70 years at least. It all kicked off in 2014 when they tried to do the coup d'état to overthrow, and it, you know, went shit up. And then that's when it started you had Putin annex the Crimea, and then people were getting killed left, right, and center. It's on both sides, not just Russian bad man.
Mm-mm.
And again, right, this rocket that hit that train station and bounced outside and landed on that green. Did anyone see that?
I didn't see that.
There was a Tokyo rocket, right? On
it's a Ukrainian one. There's serial numbers on it.
yeah. But to me, that's like some trucks just pulled up and dropped it off the back. There's no way, no mate. There's no way that rocket's fucking landed there.
No, that's the motor bit that falls off. That always does that.
Yeah, but there'd be a bigger hole than that.
No. The other bits fall off and then they explode. It separates.
All right. Okay. All
There
right.
you go. Separates.
All right.
You guys got mates in the forces?
Yeah, I still have.
Man, you should like get them involved, man.
They can't. They gotta be. They gotta be apolitical, aren't they? They can't.
Yeah. Well, those you can, or those who retired, you know.
Those who retire, mate, just want their retirement. You know,
I
they
get
don't
it,
wanna,
man. I get it, man.
You know, they've served, and a lot of them, mate. If you ask any soldier, you're not fighting for Queen and country. You're fighting for the guy on the left and right of you.
Yeah.
No one is fighting for the Queen and country.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. That's the. I don't think anyone would.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But you're right, man. Sometimes, look, people just want to get on with their lives, you know. They don't know what they've done.
This is what's getting on now. You know, it's the same with the protesting. It's like, we can all be there for the killed children, you know, but there's vaccination centres up. You know, why don't we go and stand outside them?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's more than coming into London and walking along a street that's not really going to, you know, the only people that you're going to meet is the people that just want to get on with their lives and do their shopping.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've got bored of it.
Yeah, even today, I didn't go out today. You know, XR, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, oh, whatever. I had other stuff to do, but I was just like, I wasn't that bothered to go out. Yeah, I might get some footage, might do something. But
protesting to end fossil fuel now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're having our energy bills hiked, and not one of them are mentioning it.
Yeah.
And it's all down to climate change.
What it is really interesting things happening. It just, everyone's so decentralized, right? So something happened today. I wasn't there to see it, but I knew about it. So the Piers Corbyn lot, they went to Hyde Park at 9 a.m. Well, that was the plan, because they wanted to speak with XR. They wanted to engage and have a chat. You know, because they want to, like, everyone's separated and, you know, it's decentralized. Like, let's just start talking, because let's try and do something productive together, you know? I didn't go, so I'm interested to see what happened.
I
got a feeling.
Everyone, you're not gonna.
No one wants to talk to each other. That's
what
it comes down to. Even in the freedom law, everyone's separated. No, you know, everyone just does their own bullshit and runs around. I know the tensions are there, but you know,
good intentions there, but it's intentions that you're going to bang your head against a brick wall because the left have got their opinion on the right and the right have got their opinion on the left. You know, and there's no ever middle ground.
There isn't, man. It's like the bill, the police.
Yeah. Well,
like the policing bill, right? There was one. I think there was the Kill the Bill protest running around Central. And then there was a couple of freedom people you know, because the convoy shit was going on. But there's quite a few of them, and they tried to join. And then they were like, "No, fuck off!" And it's like, "No, but we hate the bill too. Like, we don't. No one wants this policing bill.
Yeah, but
And they want nothing to do with them."
I don't particularly like the police, right? But I certainly wouldn't try and kill them, right? Because at the end of the day, a copper's still a human being, regardless. Right? I wouldn't try and kill them. But it goes back to everything. It's okay when a certain group. It's like the Bristol riots. Okay, it was okay that they were smashing up the police station, trying to kill police officers, because it was them. They were fine. But because they've now gone to prison, it's my fault that they've gone to prison because I was filming it. How is it my fault? I didn't make them commit.
No, it's not. But that's just like that's a juvenile position, right? But then the people accept that are fucking juvenile as well. Like it's just stupid.
I'm thinking
it's ridiculous.
I obviously put that lighter in your hand. I obviously put that piece of cardboard in your other hand, and
you don't do that. You don't
light it.
Like you don't like. Even I've been out. People like always accuse us of being like angry and aggressive and violent, and I've never been violent to anyone ever, anytime. You stand your ground, but when you're filming, like even like, cause I'm out all the time in London, right? So even like the mainstream people, the freelancers, I know them now. They know me because they see me all the time. Even like the police officer, there's one police guy, like he's always at the protest. That's his position. He sees me, he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "How you doing?" Because we see each other, you know. Just as human beings, like we speak to each other, we know what's going on. But if you're a journalist, right, it's not easy and it's dangerous. Like people might come at you, they might attack you, and also then you get shit afterwards for whatever you filmed. Like one of the freelancers, like he was telling me, he was like he ended up on like groups of the certain freedom lot. Like he's this horrible person, and he was the opposite. He's like one of the nicest ones. Everyone gets things twisted.
It was like today with the Antifa. I tell you, I was Mr. Covert, right? I thought there's no way I am staying out the way, but they spotted me, and they were on me like rabid dogs. That's why I didn't film a lot, because I was more concerned with my safety, like to try and like. But then that was it.
But ask you how was it like in Bristol? I saw it was happening earlier.
Yeah, well, it got a bit. Yeah, and that's when they started on me about I'm a racist. Yeah, I'm a racist Islamophobe.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
and it was my fault that all those people got a long time in prison.
Yeah. 2 for 2. Next.
Yeah, next.
Don't do the crime, bro. Don't do the crime.
Don't. This is what it's like I said to the guy. I said, if they obviously saw me there with a camera when they were doing it, so they could have covered their face up, bit much like you're doing today. Hiding you're being anonymous, so I can't, ID you. So if they don't want to be identified, don't commit a crime in front of a camera, because that's just a moronic thing to do.
Exactly. You're walking in public. Oh shit, I forgot my point from what I was saying earlier. It's just like when we're going out there, right? Like I've never seen any of us lay a finger on anybody, right? Unless someone is jumping on us in the first place.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
No.
It happens. Like you just, but then like people will accuse you of like active aggressive. This is just what happens. Even if you're like a mainstream journalist, you've been a photographer for like 20, 30 years, it happens. You just got to stand up for yourself. You have to. If you don't, then like people will come for you. And if you do stand up for yourself once and people are watching you, they'll think twice about it. They really will. Like you're in harm's way. But I have never seen any of us here, all the other people I know, go out and actively try and hurt someone and put hands on people. No. I'll never do that, even in general. Never.
Ever.
Never.
Unless.
It's like today
So
they were
they're
trying to
trying to
get.
be
I'm telling you, they were trying to get behind me. They
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
you know, what I mean, how Antifa does. They can't fight on their own. They can't just come up to you just one on one. There's got to be a group of them because they're all
Yeah, yeah.
gutless twats, right? And they all got to get to you from all different directions.
Yeah.
So you're confused.
No, their whole narrative is that everyone who's not them are fascists.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And what are fascists? They're violent, so they try to instigate it.
Yeah.
And they want to get that. And they want to get their reaction. And they hate it when you don't do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking hate it. And then like, you just don't give it to them. But if someone touches me, I'll defend myself, man. Someone comes, even the mainstream. I was at the Julian Assange wedding, right? And people just like, one guy pushed me. I just laughed at him, and the police got involved. And he goes, "You ruined the shot." I was like, "Good, fuck you."
I've seen that.
I was like, "Fuck off." That was my intention. Fuck you. Like, I'm glad I ruined your shot. I'll do it again. You're the same vultures that like, just filmed him for just merely being a merely reporting the truth. You are part of the fucking propaganda, right? I don't give a shit. But that's what I mean. You got to stand up for yourself. And then what these crazy people do, they'll try to equate that into us being violent.
Yeah,
And it's so easy.
Well,
It's so
did it.
simple.
You did.
Yeah?
It's your fault. It's your
Yeah.
fault.
You just clip it. It's what that fucking dickhead Lister does. He was there today. You just clip it. You just cut someone off mid sentence.
Yeah,
Put a few
well,
clips together. Like,
Mm. Yes, he did, Big Baz. I watched that. They were actually going, "Oh yeah, he's a right wing filmer. And we feel really afraid because he's here." I'm thinking, what the actual fuck? Yeah, Charlie Veach. He was at a trans rally in Manchester, and he got called a right wing streamer, right? And they were all scared of him. They felt really scared of him.
yeah, but I think Charlie Veach is like 8 foot tall. Tyron. When you're like that tall, you can do what you want.
Fair play to him. Twice now. No, it's got to be a handful of times nearly. I've seen him defend himself. He's got a don't ever get within kicking distance of Charlie Veach.
Oh no. Charlie Veach is a big fella, man.
Hey, he's got long legs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I thought the guy was still quite away from him. The video I watched.
He's got some
this guy today. Ooh, he went flying. This guy. Right in the nuts.
Yeah, don't fuck with. No, you should have learned that in school, mate. Don't fuck with the big guy. Anyway, listen, Tyrant. Shape is here. He's awesome. So,
Oh,
he said,
Shape.
"Hi, Akio." Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the Q of the independent media, man. He's the man. If you need any help with any kind of tech, you speak with him, bro. He's the man.
When do I need help with tech?
Hey, you never know. You never know, man. It's like, listen, a bicycle is fine. Here's a car. Thanks. You know? You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think Shapes is up north at the moment. Also,
Is
I think he's in Liverpool. Yeah. Shapes, I should have come. Sorry, Tyra, I'm interrupting your show. But
No, it's all right,
Shapes, yeah, I should have come. You invited me. You guys said let's go. And I was
Is he
like,
up
"Oh, I've
with
got stuff to
Imi?
do."
Is he with Imi?
Yeah, he's with Imi. I should have went, man. Should have went. Yeah. I had a little break
Shapes,
and I filmed stuff.
what do you think of this NFT and all this shit? I think they're bollocks, to be quite honest. NFTs, because it's in its name, innit? Non-functionable tokens. I don't know.
Tokens transaction.
Yeah, I don't know.
Non-fundable transactions.
Bold
When you
account,
do a
shape, and
transaction,
indie.
it's not funded.
Yeah,
The
bold
banks can't
accounts.
fund it. Government can't fund it. Can't be funded. And they're playing it like a commodity, I think.
I don't know what to make of it all. It's a bit like cryptocurrency, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it's like monopoly money.
Hmm.
Everything's monopoly money.
But then again, we all said that with crypto, and look at all many fucking crypto millionaires we've got now.
I think so I'm not too much about
Okay.
anything, so I'm waiting for Shapes' response, but
I understand NFTs, so technically, what I'm doing now, what I'm streaming, I could this is digital property. I could sell it.
Yeah.
I could attach an NFT to it.
if someone wants to buy it, they buy it.
Yeah. And then I can then attach royalties to that. So if they sell it on, I get whatever. Is that how it works also?
Digitally or realistically?
Oh, digitally. That's how NFTs work. I don't know. That's what
I don't
just
know.
watched this video where he said David Beckham's got 10 portraits digitally of David Beckham. He wants £10,000 for all 10. So he has to sell each picture at £1,000. But after that, after he sold all 10, he gets his £10,000. But if they then go on to sell it, he can then make further royalties from it. Basically make money from it forever.
Well, it's always been there then, I guess. Sounds familiar. Pyramid.
But the UK Bank of England's already agreed the central bank digital currency, haven't they? They've already agreed it. It's already down on paper.
What?
It's our central bank digital currency.
Yes.
And we will all have a central bank account. We won't have like a Lloyd's account, or there won't be separate branches anymore. There won't be Lloyd's, HSBC, or anything like that. We will all have a bank account with the Bank of England. It will be a central bank digital currency.
Yes, and everybody can get their food vouchers from that.
And eventually they'll pay you. The government will pay you. The companies are going to pay the
food vouchers.
Well,
the government will say, well,
but they've already said though, haven't they? They've already tried it in certain countries, and we spoke about it at national minimum wage, haven't we? But they're trying to work out how much that national minimum wage they can give you. It will just allow you to survive, but will never allow you to prosper.
Right. Well, it's government.
Yeah. And this is when we'll all be paid by the government. We'll all have our good behavior money.
You know what's funny about government? They keep doing things regardless of who is in the spotlight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, who's really in control? What's really going on? It's crazy.
I do agree with a living wage, but
what?
No.
You mean, wait. Living wage. What do you mean living wage?
No. If we lived in a society where governments were for the people, right? They could pay us enough money that we could get a leg up. Whereby, a lot of the people that are on benefits, they're drip fed their benefits, right? Little bits here, little bits there. So you can never prosper. You can never do anything with that money. You can't start your own business. You can't, get yourself a leg up because you haven't got enough.
Well, if you got a career, it's not a career move. Government money is taxpayer money, working people money. So when the government says, "Oh, we're going to give you this for this," for however long, it's not meant to be a career move, and it happens like that. You know what I mean? And where's the money coming from? That's my biggest, like, where the fuck? Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. Where is it? I don't see it.
I do believe they could give enough people enough money.
Oh, sure they could
to get their own leg up in this world to start, because
no, you're right. You're 100% right.
There are people out there that do sponge off society, that don't want to work, got no desire to work, and they just think they are entitled.
Right.
There are people out there, but I'm not saying everybody that are on.
Don't say entitled, because that's what they want you to say. Entitlement is when you pay for it and expect it back.
Well, we've all paid for it in our own one way or another, haven't we?
Welfare is an entitlement. Welfare is a stepping stone. If you hit the bottom, it's there to keep you and help you to get out of the bottom and get back into whatever we're fucking in this reality. That's what it's meant to be. And if you're disabled, that's a whole nother class. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, there's a lot of mental illness going on in the world, bro. Over this COVID and everything, and it's still there 2 years later. But I talk too much.
No, it's fine. I'm just reading the chat. But Shape said he'd rather have. He's right in principle. I'd rather have a society where the basics were cheaper than the population being subsidized by the government. Yeah, we do. Our welfare bill is huge, and I'm on welfare. Yeah, and I'm not proud of it, but I have to be because I had reasons to be. I have worked. It doesn't, make a difference if I worked or not because we live in a country that
here's the thing: they want
welfare state.
They judge us if we're accepting like unemployment or Social Security or a government subsidy or something, because it's like it's not a career move. But if you're in a certain circumstances and you've worked your whole life, you deserve that because you paid for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not an entitlement. Well, that's the entitlement right there. Is you paid for that, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, but you don't
give it to you. It's not an entitlement. That's a subsidy or something. It's like, well, you didn't pay into it, but we're going to give it to you anyway, like they give to whoever. But it wasn't designed that way because that's failure. You can't build growth by just throwing the gold out.
It is huge. I'm telling you, I never claimed any sort of benefit. Well, only the entitled benefits for my children when I was working, and when I got to stop working, it was like it's hard because they never tell you what you can get. I ain't going to use the word entitled. What you're eligible to claim. They never tell you. You have to go and dig in for it yourself. And it's horrible, but it doesn't matter what I've done with my life to this date. It don't matter if I've worked, I've served my country. It's because I claim welfare now, I'm scum of the earth.
No, not at all. I grew up on welfare.
In some walks of life within this country, yeah, you are. You're scum.
Well, yeah. But in some governments, they just make it like, rich government like the United States. They just want, whoever, come on in, get it, and it's just, well, it's what it is. It sucks.
Well, it's this whole thing that we're taking all these Ukrainian refugees now and we're paying £350 per week.
Yeah.
For people to house these refugees. Yeah, we can't get our homeless off the streets or shit like that. Why don't we offer £350 to people to house a homeless person, to house a veteran, to take a disabled person out of care, to
Oh yeah, the list goes on and on and on.
The list goes on and on and on. But why do we feel the need to influx the United Kingdom with?
You can't take anybody off the street because they usually got either a drug or alcohol problem, and that's because they've got a mental problem. So you need to fix that first. Otherwise, you put the people in danger.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're 100% true, Boomer.
You don't want to import someone who's got post-traumatic stress disorder and a drug problem, for example.
True. We should be sorting out our problems.
The government needs to program these guys when they come home from war. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you could take like, if it's 350 quid for one person, you could take 350 quid and use that to help people. You can use that to give people a center where if you've got a drug problem or whatever problem you have,
to
help you deal with it. Veterans, homeless people, whatever. A lot of people who are homeless, they're not just homeless because the libertarians would say because they just choose to. They might have issues, and they're stuck. And
Do
like,
you know why most
if there's
veterans
a place
end up
they
on the
can come out.
street? Do you know why most veterans end up on the street in the UK? It's because they're so fucking traumatized and they get no
Yeah.
fucking help when they come out. They can't deal with life because
That's what I said.
you're used to
That's what I
telling.
said.
Yeah, you're used to people telling you what to do, where to be.
You need to be
Yeah,
deprogrammed.
Yeah.
So society is complex, and like, when I see people in the street, it's not like, oh, it's just fucking drug addict or drunkard or whatever, right? There's problems going on. But that 350 quid, right? That could, just collectively, like, people put 350 quid in, or that money's used.
Mm-hmm.
You could help these people. Someone needs help. If they're stuck in, homeless, they need help.
I don't
For
care
whatever
about
reason.
I don't care about
know?
that. They don't
It's
care.
ridiculous. I know they don't
They
care. It's
want-
just
They want the homeless dead. They want them to get shot up, boosted,
Mm.
and more.
no. I think they just
They
play.
want-
It's just playing people, man. It's just like the government is just like, they convince the people. Oh, listen, you're gonna get 350 quid, and you take someone in. You're a good person, right? Amazing. And people are like, yeah, let's do it. But what they're doing is, that's not that money. That's our money. They're taking more tax.
They don't care. They don't
It's
give
another
a shit.
fucking tax. They don't give a shit. Exactly. They don't give a fuck. They'll just take more.
They
They'll
want
just
more.
take more next time. Yeah.
Yep.
They'll
Yep.
just take more.
No,
And the
it's-
problem is, the issue is, are the people in society who are going along with it.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
God's
yeah.
sake.
Well, they're afraid.
That
They're
is the real
scared.
issue. The
They're
criminal
afraid.
will be a criminal. But that's why we lock our doors
Yeah.
at night and in general. Because if you
Like
leave
the
your door
car.
open and
Like the
someone
car.
steals your shit, the police
Yep.
not going to help you,
Nope.
are they?
Was
right?
it $500 worth of shit?
Yeah.
1,000? It's got to
Yeah.
be 10,000. You know,
It's just crazy.
Like
It's just like,
fucking poor. Mm-hmm.
but still, it's absolutely fucking disgusting, right? Like, there are people who are homeless, the veterans, whatever, who are in trouble, and instead of helping them first, you're helping people else. And I'm Indian, my parents came from from India, and I was born here,
Nice.
right? But if the point is, it's society. They came
Wait,
here
you're
for
an
a
American
reason.
Indian.
I don't
No. American Indian.
No, you're India.
Dravidian, South Indian.
But now you're
Yeah.
American. You know.
American one, not so much.
You're not Indian. Are you?
You're not
Hey, you should be on here. Hey, I'm racist, so you shouldn't be even on here.
I
Actual.
prefer not to have a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
They
Which one
changed
let
the
my-
name. They changed the name here in New York State SUNY College, one of the big state here. Yeah, changed the name from Indian Quad. We got Dutch, Colonial, and State Quad and Indian Quad. Right? It's been that way ever since they built these fucking things. They changed the name to Indian Quad to, American Indian, but it was Indian Quad to Indigenous Quad. And it's like, why would you do that? The Indians didn't give a fuck. They didn't say, hey, we don't like that name, man. You can't put that name on that building, on that dormitory. It's a big, tall building.
What are
Look
they
like
now?
the
Native
Center.
Americans.
The same guy that built, designed the trade centers that were taken down in New York City back in whenever, designed the college up here, SUNY, New York State SUNY College. And wow, I was just like, are you kidding me? Why would you take the name of Indian? It's Indian Quad, Dutch Quad, Colonial Quad. That's probably racist. And State Quad. That's probably state. It'd probably name them all State 1, State 2, State 3, State 4. But oh my God,
Mate, it makes no sense. It's just an example of like, in the UK we call it public sector, right? I don't know what you call it in America, the government sector or whatever. They just keep making up shit. And they'll keep going. If no one stops them, they'll just keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
And then,
It's like-
and they'll go until everyone runs out of money.
Well, no,
And then they'll be like,
raise
and then they'll
tax,
pretend they
raise
then they'll pretend they
prices.
didn't do it.
It's
They'll
crazy.
pretend they
We
didn't
need
do
more money.
Yeah, racism disappears when no one's got money, right? and then they pretend it didn't happen, and then we start from scratch. And
To
then like
bring
10 years,
all the
10, 15 years later, 10, 20 years later, they're like,
Yeah.
these people are racist. And then it happens again.
Did you get your 20th booster? You know? What? 20 quid
Oh, good.
or something, yeah. $100.
NPO, why are you losing your
It's all COVID
stopping?
related.
Stopping. That's fucked.
Yeah, put the camera up for a minute.
Yeah, that's what DWP like. When you get government phone calls, they always ring you from withheld or private numbers. So a lot of people reject those calls because of spam. So you miss an important government meeting that you have to attend, and then you get sanctioned.
Wait, they didn't send it digitally? They sent it every which way. No. Government is not for us anymore. Never was.
No, the governments can spy on us using the most efficient digital methods. But when it comes to money, they employ as much people as possible where there's no need. The entire DWP, the whole universal credit system. I don't know what universal credit was until the lockdown happened. That could be done on a fucking iPhone. Why don't you just speak to fucking Mohammed or fucking Sarah or whatever on the phone? Why? Why? Like, there's no need. It's just like government making itself bigger.
That was just they restructured that benefit so they can get more information on you.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're using our money to do it.
Oh.
You don't think they know what's going on right now and we're here chilling? Oh yeah, they're everywhere. Big brother.
Difference is,
but you know what? I'll tell you one thing, right? I don't fucking care, because you know what? I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing nothing wrong. Exactly. And I always say this all the time. When I do a stream, some people are like, "Oh, I'm pirate secret."
You're thinking wrong. You're talking wrong. You can't.
I'm here.
No.
I care about our inalienable rights that we have. I care about our freedoms. And if the police do wrong, I like to point that out. If someone broke the law, they broke the law. I don't break the law. Go and tell them exactly what I said. Listen to my phone right now and report that. Put that in your fucking list. I'm not doing anything wrong. I have nothing to hide, apart from my
That's
internet
the way
browser.
I live my life, man. I'm living my life. If it's illegal, arrest my ass, put me in jail. You know.
But the moment my internet browser comes out, that's when I've got problems. Don't come into my bedroom, man.
Yeah. Knock on the door if it's closed. You know.
That's the final straw.
That's it. You know, word.
I'm speaking for the people, not just me. Right?
Exactly. But that's the way it is today. It's like everything is inside out, upside down, and round and round and round. You know, we're on a merry-go-round, man.
Yeah.
And it's going faster and faster and faster and faster.
And even faster because we have technology, and it's just like it's so. I think it's so fast now.
Oh my God!
Just, look, we're talking across the pond, man. We're talking. There's people around the world. It's going so fast that, like, I think in evolutionary aspects, like we can't deal with it immediately. It's kind of like an experiment, you know. It may take like a couple of years or a decade, or two or three.
Drug addict trying to get
for us to just get used to it. It could be even faster. Who knows? We don't know yet.
Well, actual. It's like a drug addict trying to get off of a drug.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I mean, it's like all of a sudden it said, "Oh, you can't burn that fuel. You can't have that electric. You can't do this. You can't say that. You blah 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 blah."
It's what Jordan Peterson said, right? Jordan Peterson, Peterson, right? Dr. Jordan Peterson talking about men and women working in the workplace. They're like, no, we should have more women, blah blah blah. And it was like, it's really recent in human history for that to start happening. We haven't been around long enough to really know what's good. We don't know, like 50-50 men and women, is that productive? Or should it be more men and like should be 90% men and 10% women? Or should it be 90% women and 10% men? We don't know. The data's not in. We don't know yet. It's just something that's just happened. And in terms of the evolutionary aspect of like, which is, way bigger than our simple lifetimes. We don't know.
Actually, you don't think there's some higher power involvement with all this?
Could be, but we
Could be God. Who knows?
I'm just waiting for the first trans
but we
woman.
can't. We can't quantify it, but
I'm just waiting for the first trans woman to go on maternity leave.
Yeah, right.
that, you know what?
get
Sorry, I
paid-
thought you were waiting for the first trans woman to come on here.
and get paid for it.
Bro, Tyler, when that happens, man, I'm down, man. I'm gonna be pregnant. I feel.
I
But the
would
thing
not
is,
want
like,
to be
listen,
pregnant. Oh my
But
God!
it's really
I saw a
interesting.
pregnant woman today. She's due like April or whatever, fucking next month. Like, and she was ready to pop. I was like, "Oh shit, you ready to pop?" She was like, "Hell yeah!" Crazy. I don't know how to.
Well, listen, I'll ask a question. You made a
To the
good point,
women, man.
It,
To the ladies.
it was about
Not the guy
higher-
ladies, you know.
higher power, right? So let's think about this, okay? So there are people who live for like 1,000 years, okay, with no technology, just understanding society and people and how things work, and living kind of spiritually, you know. And they have 1,000 years of data of basically not being a cunt and being productive. And then in the past 50 years, there's academia, and people are like making papers and having papers, and they make up their theory of like how to live and how to treat each other. But who do you trust more? A civilization for 1,000 years, or the academia system for like 50?
Well, it's a bit. You go back to go back to God's law, don't you? Yeah, and you know, thou shalt not lay with another man. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's wife. All those sort of
That's
groovy
illegal
stuff.
today. You can't say that, Tyrant.
That's the Ten Commandments, for fuck's sake.
Whoa! You're gonna get banned, man. Don't do that.
But
You're right. You're
that's-
right. 100%. But
How can I be banned for quoting scripture?
I know. But that's where it's going.
That's the next step. Exactly. That's where it's going. Because the moment they stop everything that we're saying, then what's next? They're gonna come for this fucking scripture. Like I was at a Kill the Bill protest or whatever.
Oh, they've tried to come for the scripture
Right?
already.
There's a guy talking to me about hate speech, right? And he was like, "Oh, hate speech, blah 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 blah." And then he's whining about being banned from Resistance GB's Discord for a difference in opinion. I said, "But this is." I didn't say it to him. I was looking at him. I can't be bothered. I'm just like, this is what you want, right? But then in Canada, the police were literally pulling out papers of legislation, telling people they can't have signs that says "fuck Trudeau" because that falls in line with hate speech. Now these.
That's
So
imperialism.
these leftists who are crying about say hate speech exists and we should be doing, they had signs saying "fuck Boris." What's the difference?
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
come for you eventually. So once
Well,
they
they're making
come
a
for
law.
all of us,
But because
once they
we
come for
have,
all of us,
it.
they will come for the scripture. They will come.
Under-
For it.
it's not that, because right, the law, as the law stands, that you got Section 5 public order, and you got Section 4A public order as well. So one is using in threatening words, actions, or behavior, or carrying signs or symbols that is likely to cause harassment, alarm, and distress. So if I was holding "fuck Boris," right, and somebody took offense, technically they could go and report me to the police, and the police can come along and arrest me, right? But that's what I call feelings. That's a feelings crime, man, because somebody don't like the word "fuck" or they love Boris and they took offense to it. Well, that isn't a feelings offense, whereby
But you
your
know what?
feelings don't fucking matter.
But this is the thing. It shouldn't exist in the first place because people use it for their advantage, and I'll explain why. It's like you go on like places like Twitter, right? They have their own regulations, which they clearly use in a political way. So like if you're part of the establishment, you can say what the fuck you want, and then if you are not, you're breaching the rules. So so on Twitter, I'm not going to mention like names, but someone keeps nicking my footage and making up bullshit and putting me in danger. So I'm like reporting it, saying that's my shit, right? Nothing. Immediately, very quickly, it was like, we've checked you report, and it's all fine. That's no problem. And then if you said something racist, if someone said, N word or whatever, yeah, boom, that's reported. Your channel's done. You get the strikes or whatever it is, or you misgender someone, very serious, right? So racism, yeah, the N word, P word, all this stuff. And I saw the tweet from this guy, and he said the G word. And what's the G word? The G word's gammon. What is gammon? Right? It's the white working class of the UK. And I'm like, that's fucking racist. That is really offensive. And I reported the tweet 2 weeks ago. Nothing.
Yeah, but
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Is it okay for the?
Right.
Because I see black people bounding around the N word all the time to each other. You know.
Oh yeah,
all
that's fine.
the time.
Yeah. So the guidelines.
No, I find
Well, they banned it. They banned that word here.
Yeah.
Oh, there. They banned that word here. I thought they banned it throughout the world. You can't say that word.
No, well,
They can. They
they
can.
can. Yeah, you can't say that.
No, I'm not talking about a societal thing. I'm talking about the moment you start implementing these rules, people can use it for their advantage. So, like, if someone N word, I'm Indian, right? So some call it P word, whatever. Fine, I don't give a fuck. Call to me. I just don't want to hang out with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, it depends on context. I with my friends, whatever.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, but I wouldn't even use
no, but
it
the thing is,
in actual context.
You
Though.
know,
On a
Like,
platform, on a
We're
platform
not
like
racist.
Twitter,
only
on a
racist
platform
do
like
that.
Twitter,
Like,
exactly. On a platform like Twitter, where they literally ban people for saying these things which are racist, right? Even if they're like some of the highest followers on Twitter ever, and they'll remove you, right? So there are people going around using the word gammon, which is exactly the same thing. Like, why is the P word or the N word or saying gammon bad? Why? Because it's derogatory at that time when people were disadvantaged.
Yeah,
It's
but
a derogatory term, and that is where it comes down to. So, what's the
they
difference
scream
between
that word
the N
loud.
word, P word, or gammon? What
yeah,
is
but
the
I
difference?
live
It's
on the
same fucking
content.
thing.
It says
Political,
offence is taken, not given.
BLM.
No, I agree with that, but but if the system is
Should
working
have
like
been
that, right,
BLM.
if someone's calling people the word gammon, if that's being used, that should be treated in the same way as the N word and the P word. So what happens is when you have these rules, the big tech, the people in power, whoever they may be, they will use it when they want to.
Nick Hall
They'll
just
use
said
it when they want to.
Nick Hall has just said a good comment
We all
there.
know
People need to get much more emotionally robust regarding words, although we all have trigger words. We all have words that, sets us off, don't we? So he completely right there. We need to get more emotionally robust with words.
No, I don't have words that set me off.
It's not the words, it's the context. It's
I know
the context
people that
of
have a
those
word.
words.
I say Trump to some people, you can see the smoke coming out their ears. And they're like, oh, he's racist. He's horrible. He's death. He's just.
That's great.
See,
I think that's beautiful. Have the opinion.
We're
Don't have it in
talking,
legislation. Don't have it in law.
We're talking about this thing using the N word, the P word, and things like that. But we're talking it.
Keyword, Trump word. Come on.
Yeah,
You can't say it. You can't say it.
We're all sat here, and we're all not racist. So we're all speaking about it in a context. Why shouldn't we be able to say those words?
But why can't you be racist either? If you're racist, you're racist. Like, why should that be illegal?
Well, this is it. It's also guilt by association, mate. If you're a racist and I'm not, because I'm talking to you, right? You see what I mean?
That's stupid. Like, I'll tell you something, Tyrant. It's real simple, right? Look, everyone has prejudices. It might be based on what you wear. It might be based on who you hang out with, where you go, what you drink, what you eat, what you look like, your skin color, right? So those are like this. When it comes down to just what you look like, your skin color, and like where you're from, that's fucking stupid. Productive.
Yeah.
Someone's calling me. Fuck off. It's not productive. So what happens in society is people choose to like, I'm not going to serve
everybody.
You're going to go out of business. Capitalism, free market wins, right? In racist, not going to work. It's not productive. Eventually, everyone just meets each other and talks to each other like I met you, Tyrant, and we make the world. It's not like everyone's like, we have to protect everyone from these horrible racists, otherwise they'll take over. It's not going to take over. It,
Not
Right,
because
right.
it's not.
It's
It's not
not.
there. You are 100%
not.
true. It doesn't make.
Peter
Yeah.
Black.
The free
umbrella.
market will
Yep.
always
Oh,
win.
yeah,
Listen, the Muslim who hates you, the Pakistani who hates you, is still gonna fucking sell you shit, right?
Right,
And
right.
eventually they'll know each other, and then we speak to each other. It's not like a long term thing.
Not
It's not
the
like this
people.
magical
Not
thing
the
that
people.
exists. You know what I mean?
It's not
It's
the
just
people that have
fucking
the problem.
stupid.
It's not the people that have the problem of the earth, of the world.
Yeah.
It's the fucking governments, man. These
Yeah,
people
they need
that
power, and they make power.
they love
by,
it. They relish in this power. Yeah, they just.
Well, but
love
if I
it.
had that power, I might do the same, my friend. I might do exactly
Well,
the same thing once I'm there. It's a high, you know. It's
Well, they're at
intersectional
the absolute
Marxism. You divide people and then you use it to your advantage. What
Yeah.
they do now, they're dividing us in every possible way possible.
Yeah,
And now they've run out of ideas, and now they're it's like, oh, you're a boy, you're a girl.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're running out of ideas,
yeah.
which means they're fucking
Well, that-
losing.
It's
And
beyond
that's
that.
my
It's
hope,
so far from that. It's like incredible. They want to do it at birth. And it's like, well, nah, we'll make her a he or she or what.
Yeah, they come. But when they're coming for the children, that's when it's fucking serious.
It's all right.
Also,
Actual. Well, I've heard. I'm gonna tell you to shut up on that one because I've heard that when they come to for the 11 to 16-year-olds, we're gonna stand and fight. Nobody did fuck all, right? They've now come and like, no one did nothing.
Mhm.
Right? They're now doing 5 to 11-year-olds. Still, nobody's done nothing. But
Yep.
you know, so what's the point? It's just to make everyone feel good. They feel like they're doing something. Well, you're not actually doing nothing. So you might as well just get on with your lives.
Mhm.
You know,
Life
this
is
is
short.
what
That's the thing. Life is short, and we can't do it. God,
this is what makes me really laugh. It's like, oh,
We can do our best.
children,
Right.
and this is like
Just do what you
protest
can.
on the. It's like this protest on when was it? The next big one in May, right? We're going to be vaccine program for 5 to 11-year-olds started beginning of the week. You know they're going to have a protest a month later. Well, what for? If
Yeah.
you know, what's the point?
I mean, look, people try to do things. This is how I see things, right? People try to do things. They try to, that you know, the good intentions are there, as I said earlier. Doesn't mean they're good at what they're doing. They're just trying. But how I see it is, if I don't want to hear about it, I don't give a shit. It's like people
Yeah,
have to
that's
learn the hard way. They learn the hard way, you know?
Mhm.
But when it happens, and when the shit happens, like it's been 2 years, and now it's becoming very clear what's going on.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how I see it, it's like I told you, we told you, you weren't
Yep.
listening. You're ready to lock me up and lock us up and like do all these
They
horrible
put the
things to
mask
us.
on. They put
But
the
we have to
masks
be,
on. They're like,
yeah.
and quiet.
But we have to
Right.
be bigger than that. So once these
Yeah.
the sheep, right, is literally that. Once they
Yeah.
wake up, we just have to be there for them.
Yep.
Because it's not about being right. It's about
Right.
it's about the collective herd, and the collective herd,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's where the term
We
sheep
don't want to
comes
lose
from.
anybody.
Yeah,
Where we go, when we go all, we take back. You know.
yeah. So just like we just got to be the bigger people and
Right.
fight through it,
And that's-
fight through
that's
it,
the
and
standard
when
of
it happens, be there
we
for them.
fail.
Yeah.
But until we get to that point, that's where we rise up, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
But sheep.
Or we died. Like you
Oh,
said, we died trying because
Yeah.
this is a long game, and our lifespans are not long enough for it.
Exactly.
And
It's
as long
been
as
going
you
on
know,
for a long
as long as you know you've
people-
done something good, right?
People willingly took the lockdown for 2 years, right? And it only brought a maximum of 300,000 on the streets of London at the height of lockdown. You know, that's not going to win a fight, is it? 300,000 people. What else could we do then? That wasn't, you know, the government
nobody
plan or
wants to
whatever
fight.
the government had intended on doing. They were going to do regardless of the protesters.
Yeah.
We
The
all had to
government
like fight to make any change.
They love the war. They want to fight. You know, these people want to fight. And they're using government against us now. They're using our own establishment against us. Who are these people? Who the fuck are these people that do this? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Amawell is right. people's got the misillusion of what sovereignty means. Once you learn what sovereignty means, we give the Queen sovereignty. We are sovereign beings.
Yeah, but you're a subject, not a citizen.
No, see, because we've given sovereignty to the Queen, and then we become subjects. But technically, well, we are sovereign beings. We're born free, aren't we? We're born, you know.
We're only born free only 2022 years. Well, not even. The United States tried to make free, but look what happened in the United States. It's done. It's over. This country's going to shit, and the world's going to go to shit. Unbelievable that a country like this, great country that was supposed to be great, ended up destroying the whole fucking program, you know? It's like, wow. Unfucking real. I'm just fucking, you know, it's like the way they want it, that's the way they got it, you know? Sucks for us. Because we just want to chill, yeah, work, whatever, make money, do whatever, you know, and just do things, you know? We want to do things. But they want to control us and what we do and the things, the things. Oh, these motherfuckers, man. You don't know Nazis. These Nazis are worse than Nazis. These motherfuckers are, I don't know if you ever watched Sliders. I could go on the story, but it's horrible. It's horrible. But it's going to be all right. Don't worry. We won't see it. We'll feel it.
Liberalism.
Guys, I'll be back in 5 or 10. I've got to reboot.
All right. Liberalism is destroying country.
Mm-hmm. Regime change, you know, they talk about we got a regime change. Look at the United States' regime changed in the Middle East because of 9/11.
Oh,
And
yeah.
before that, oh my God. This country, you know, I love America, but the federal government is just exactly what it was supposed to be, you know? Oh, it's horrible.
But things seem to be changing. I watched the video. There was like one state, I can't remember the state, but it was like bad news first. It was like they legalized abortion at any point. And then there was another state, you probably know about it. They were like, nah, abortion's illegal.
Yeah.
So this is the beauty of the United States of America and the Constitution.
The whole
The states
thing.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
You have that, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you agree with both those things. Like, it's not a discussion, like for now. But the fact that a state can make abortion illegal entirely is powerful. It's big because we have our rights, and
Exactly. States are states. They're not, you know, the federal government is a compromise of states to have this federal government to oversee their protection and blah, 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 you know? And here the states are, and they political, you know, it's all political. It's just, it's brilliant. It's literally brilliant.
it's beautiful. I think America is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, right? Because you have your constitution, which puts people first always. But it only works when people use that and go behind that.
Well,
And
exactly. You just said it. The Constitution's great, but it's a piece of paper, and a lot of these motherfuckers don't give a shit. And
That's a very strong piece of paper, though. I
Made from
envy.
hemp. Made from hemp, by the way. Made from hemp.
like you said,
Yeah, made from hemp.
Made from hemp. Right?
well, look at
But listen,
England.
it's happening. It's happening, man. It's happening. It's just like you got to stand your fucking ground. Like
Yeah.
in New Zealand,
You know,
just in
you gotta fight
they
for
lost it.
support.
The
Through
vax
the
mandates have been removed in New Zealand because there was a court case and
Exactly.
the government lost. But the people who made that case, right, put that together, they were the police and the fucking army.
No
because
shit.
they were sick and tired of fucking fucking
Briefing
their
the
own people, and also
Yeah.
protecting the person who's giving the orders to fuck the people. So it wasn't just a bunch of guys like us just putting these court orders together, putting this
Right,
class
right.
action lawsuit. It was the police and the police and the army. That is massive. That's a big thing.
Ammo
So
was
it's
dropping
like-
some bombs in the chat today.
Yeah.
Ammo.
So it's
Slowly but
it's all
surely
coming, man.
around. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Every day's a new day, you know. It's like, damn, you wake up and you hear this and that. It's like, what the fuck?
I know,
Yeah.
man. But it doesn't mean you goes like, oh, it's happening, great, give up. No, you just,
Yeah.
it's life, man. It's our time in history to just say no and fight. You know? And we have it so much easier than people before us from 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
Right,
We're
right.
not stabbing each other with bayonets. We're just fucking talking. What we have to do, we live in
And
a day and
they're here.
age where we don't have to touch
Still
anyone.
here,
We just have to talk. That's all we got to do.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
still here. They're still here. They're everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
These, what are they? Who are these people? You know,
Mm-mm.
zombies, aliens. I don't know.
But
But
man,
they're here.
listen,
They're doing it. They're doing it. They're
you only
doing
need you only need a small group of people when the Americans kicked out the British, right? That revolution, it was 3% of the population, because the rest they don't give a fuck. they're gonna carry on doing what they're doing, you know. And they always say like it's 3% of the population in America. They're the ones who stood up, kicked the British out, and then you had the American Constitution, right? The 97%. Before that, they're probably ready to have the 3% fucking hung. But the moment the 3% were in power, the 90% were just like, all right, okay, I'll go back to my family and have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever and carry on like nothing happened. That's just how it is. Most people are sheep. You
Yep.
don't need the entire country to do it. You just need a few people.
Well, you need the right people. You know.
Yeah. And then they will come.
Here's the thing: the right people don't want this. They don't want
Yeah.
this. They don't want a civil war. They don't want a fucking war. They want to live and enjoy life because it's short, and carry on. You know, but there's people out there that just want to get rid of everything and have it for themselves. And I'm like, well, what are you gonna have? You know.
But it's nothing new, man.
Yeah, what are they gonna have? You know, they're not gonna have
Yeah.
nothing. They're gonna end up again with nothing. They always do it.
Mm.
It's the way it always goes. It's repeating itself over. It's like a
It's true.
skipping a record. Skipping a record,
true.
bro.
It's true, but there is a difference this time. It's the advent of technology. So we don't know what's going to happen now.
Right.
It can go both ways, you know? So
Well,
when
that's
September
the thing
11 happened, right? September 11 happened. That
Or
was a
has
very
don't know.
pivotal moment, right? And the reason being, before there was wars. Like I remember, I was a kid when the Gulf War kicked off, and my parents, my dad was like, "We're stocking up food because there's a war now, son, in
Right.
Iraq, and we don't know what's going to happen." And all I saw was like a few seconds of clips on the TV, like bombs are dropping, right? I don't know what's going on. And then we're preparing for these things. But September 11 happened, and something amazing and beautiful happened. Because we had internet, we had YouTube, which was independent at the time, not owned by Google. And we can watch that footage back again and again and again and again. And people can analyze it and move things around. So now we have so much information. It's not like it was before that. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if like that information can be censored to a point where they have absolute control, like 1984, or they can't control it, and it speeds up the process of, let's say, a revolution or something. We don't know yet.
Well,
That
that's
makes
the great
sense.
thing about it. We don't know. That's the great thing about it. Do we want to know? I don't want to know. I just want us to get back to our evolution. Our why we're here. What we're doing. But these things just want to get rid of it all and say, "Oh, let's start all over again." It's like you can't.
I'll ask you one
Yeah.
question, right? It's a very easy question. Right?
Dinosaurs aren't coming
Im-
back.
Imagine like from this point until the rest of your life, right? Until that beautiful moment when like you lay your uniform down and you're not here no more, right? Touch wood. And the whole time is just fighting for civilization, right? And you're gonna do that. Would you rather not have a good time doing it than not?
Exactly. I would rather enjoy it.
Exactly. It's just our fucking turn.
If you didn't enjoy it, why would you do it? You know.
Exactly.
That's the way I've always
Have a
lived.
good time. I would say it's just our fucking turn. You know, just our turn. Just have a good time doing it.
We're here in time. Yeah. We're just here in this moment in time.
We're not special, man. We're not special. I said
No.
again, we have it fucking easy.
Well,
we
we
don't
are.
have to stab each other with bayonets.
We are special.
Yeah.
Everybody's special. No
Yeah.
matter what.
Oh, no. What I mean is like in terms of history, like all we have to do is talk. All we have to do is talk. Like I was talking with Tyrant earlier. Like we don't have to get violent. We should never do, and we don't need to do that. It's because the millions of people who died in the wars before, the World War II, World War One, they were stabbing each other with bayonets. They're children, man.
Yeah, but
Stabbing
we
each other
know
with
that.
bayonets.
Actually,
We don't need to do that no more. Yeah.
But the people in those places don't care about that. They just want us dead. They want us all gone.
So that's
they want us
the-
to do that, but they don't want us to do it the way
Yeah.
we want to do it. They want to do it the way they want to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the battle, isn't
COVID,
it?
COVID. It's going to be more of this, more of that. You know, this is just a beginning and an ending. I think. I don't know. I wonder.
Mhm.
But it's insane. It's actually insane. It is so insane. We all know this, and it makes me feel like, well, I kind of felt like weird like this all of my life, so it's cool. I can accept it. But a lot of people can't. They don't know
Yeah.
that this is not the way it's supposed to be. We're in something that we can't explain. I see things change, not before my eyes, but subtly. I drive through the SUNY College, and there's a blinking stoplight, and it's got the lights all around that pentagon or octagon, whatever it is, with the stop. Stop, and it's bing, bing, bing. Blinking lights, red light. And I'm like, okay, I stop, and the next day I come by, and it's not blinking red lights on the stop sign. It's like a stop sign or stop light, red blinking on the top and the bottom in the stop and middle sign. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is cool. I'm witnessing this right now, and it's real for me. I don't know about you guys, but we see things that are going on, and it's insane. It's chaos, but at the same time, we have to maintain that balance of realism, I guess. I don't know what you call it.
That's
reality.
the key. That's the key word, man. It's like
What is
balance.
real?
Because we have our own perspective of life and everything, and what makes us think and what gets us interested. But at the end of the day, is having that balance with realism. That's what we're talking right now.
Exactly, brother.
We're
Exactly.
on that same page. Like your mind and your
That's what you're
life
saying. That's what we're-
is your mind and your life, man. And my mind and my life is mine. But as long as we can understand that, and we're willing to speak to each other, then the world will go forward. The moment that stops, that's when the world stops. That's when civilization stops. That's when millions of fucking people die historically, because no one knows what the fuck they're doing. Billions, right?
Well, they're already
That's when that
doing
shit happens. Yeah.
And we're witnessing
So-
it, gentlemen.
So
Ladies.
you're good, man. Godspead.
Man.
Yeah. Hopefully me the same, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I play guitar, man. What am I doing? Running around film
I like drums. I play drums.
I played guitar my whole life. And
Nice.
I'm running around fighting police and doing this shit. Like, it's been a
Well, you're
crazy
doing what you gotta
couple of years,
do.
man.
Actually, you're doing what you're supposed to do, man. Your
Yeah.
life. Your life, bro. It's like me.
Yeah.
I do what I gotta do, and I hate it. I love it.
That's what I'm here in
Hated
this chat, man. I started filming. I had no idea. I just walked out of a camera, and then I met people like Tyrant, and then like he fucking helped me. He boosted me to 1,000 subscribers. I had like, I don't know, 700 or something like that. He got me to 1,000, man. He got me monetized.
Nice.
It is crazy. And it was just such an amazing environment. It was just like, I play good music. When someone does something good, you know, or arts, they just fuck off, you know, they leave you alone. But when I was in this like this whole thing where we're just trying to show everyone what's happening, the truth, there's so much camaraderie. Everyone's just together. Everyone's constantly like pushing each other and helping everyone come up, you know, because the intention was just, we just want to show the truth. And once I had a couple of thousand followers, like I saw someone come along and they're filming and I'm streaming, and how many subscribers you got? They got, oh, I've got 10. And I'll be like, right, put it on my channel, everyone subscribe, and then it goes up 100, 200. But how I see it, it's just another window into reality, you know? We're here for intentions. We're just trying to do what we did.
Yeah.
It's like sharing, liking, and you know, doing the best you can for what we got to do, because we're only here for a very short time, and in this short time, it's amazing what we witness. You know, if you live that long, right? People are dying, you know, all the time. They've been dying since we were born. Ever since we were born, we die. You know, we born, die. Some live longer, some live short. You know, it's just life, creation, whatever. And we get caught up in all this ourselves. You know, this is like, oh my god, this is this. You know, it's like, and I think that's where we're at, kind of. And we're caught up, but there's the demons that we gotta stop this. And they get COVID, you know, they block, you know, they shut the fucking world down, pretty much. These fuckers are, you know, our descendants.
Yeah.
We're their babies. We're their babies. We're their babies. We are their babies. You know, we are their fucking babies. And they're whipping our ass a little bit, you know. I'm not saying it's the same.
No, I understand. So what's your hope for the immediate future? What do you think could be done to help things get a bit more streamlined, back into normality?
Oh, the people? It's too late. It's too late. The what's going on right now is biblical, literally biblical. It was written. It was there. Peter said it. A lot of others said it, that this was going to happen. It's probably happened before, and it hopefully isn't going to be as bad as they say it is. You know what I mean? And I'm an advocate to fight whoever, whatever, forces to be in our energy. And say, hey, wait a minute, hey, you know, we've done this before. Let's not do it again. And I'm talking about nuclear.
Yeah, but maybe that's just the human condition, you know.
Well, that's
this is what all the religious people say. It's like life is suffering. That is why we exist. Why do we make things better? Why do we keep pushing? Why did people back in the 18th century spend their lives digging a hole in the ground and watching like half their kids die, right, from starvation and everything, right? Why did they do that? Because they wanted to it's their human condition. They just wanted to build, and suffering is just a part of it. But think about it.
Well, yeah, it's like failure. You got to fail to succeed, right?
Yeah, but even like back in, like, you know,
and you fail, you suffer. You're suffering and failure.
Imagine you're living in 1880, right? The only jobs available is to dig a hole in the ground. You dig that hole in the ground, you might fucking die, and then you got a wife, and then the wife's at home, and your wife's got some kids, and their wife's trying to make sure the kids don't die, and they die anyway, right? But they still keep doing it. And if the husband dies, that's it. That chain is cut off. They did it anyway.
Animal instinct.
You know?
Animal instinct.
We're animals, man.
We're animals.
We just do it anyway.
We have
do it anyway.
Our instincts been corrupted by our intelligence.
Yeah. So I think like the religious people have it right. You know, it's just suffering is a part of life, a part of us. It's the human condition.
Yeah,
it's not all rosy and rosy.
It's a good
So, like-
excuse, but the time for that
Alright.
is over. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh
what
no!
I'm saying.
Hey, hold on. I'm not saying excuses. No, you actually do something about it. You don't just go, "Oh, I'm suffering. I'm going to stay here." Then you fucking die. out. No, you do something about it.
Break until you die. You know, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, you keep doing it. Yeah.
But that's the animal instinct of survival. All animals have instinct to survive.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think we're much different than an animal. You know, I hope we're something more than an animal. I hope we're like these beings of light that come into the human experience and live our experience, and then the human dies off because that's, you know, the reality of life, and that's it. You know, but I don't know. I want to find out, but not right away. You know what I mean? I love the life right now. It's amazing. You know, it's just amazing. And
I go
that's
back
the
to
great thing about being alive, right? It's amazing.
Listen, mate. I go back to one of my previous points, right? Just have a good time doing it, man. Have a good time doing it. Have a good time doing
that's
your best.
the thing. You're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing most of the time. Iron is, Boomer is, and all the chat is, I'm sure. Not all 100%. It's never 100%. Nothing's 100%. You
Have a
know,
good time doing it, man.
it's a balance. It's a balance of.
I'm right. Humanity has been brainwashed into living their lives in guilt. We are the only species that pays to live.
True.
Or you pay to die. We pay to die.
Amawell, you've been
Before you gotta
spitting
pay.
some truths today.
When you die, you gotta pay.
He's been spitting some stuff today. Anyway, I'll be wrapping it up in a minute, guys, because I said that. It's only going to be a quick one. It's been 2 hours now.
Has it already?
Already.
But yeah, you pay to get in life. Somebody pays, and then somebody pays when you get out of life if you don't have coverage, right? It's crazy. It's a crazy system, but it's wonderful. As horrible as it is, it's wonderful.
Ooh, time traveler. What constant sniffing? What, me? Yeah.
Exactly.
With a constant sniffing, I'm thinking
we're all
he has been more than smoking.
We're so
You don't refer
brainwashed.
me.
We're so brainwashed. We think everybody else is brainwashed. That's the human condition. We're the human condition, man. But some of us are out there somewhere looking down, looking out. And yeah. Hopefully it's all of us.
I've been sniffing, time traveler. Sorry, mate. Just replying. Yeah, I've been sniffing, but I've got a snotty nose.
I did a couple for you there, bro. I don't do that shit, by the way. I smoke a little homegrown, but that's about it.
I everyone knows I smoke the weed. I don't do nothing else.
Yeah. I don't smoke that heavy medicinal shit. Smoke a little homegrown. It's all good.
I tell you what, I have been pretty sick over the last week, though. I've been like, I had no get up and go in me, puking, you know, out of both ends. I didn't know whether to sit on the toilet or pray to the toilet. It was like that. I was doing that dance. Yeah, so it wasn't nice. That was for a week.
Yeah.
And yeah, yesterday. I'll put it back up quickly, Boom, but I'll be going in a minute. Axel's gone then. Bye, Axel.
Good night, Axel. Good night.
He's back.
Good night, brother.
He's back. There he is.
Oh, you gone, man?
No, I'm not gone. I'm here.
Oh.
We're here.
I'm on my phone, so I can't really see the names and everything, man. I can't see your name. Is it the non-English guy, the non-British guy? What's your name? I can't see
Ralph.
it.
Ralph.
Ralph,
Rolf.
it's been a Ralph. I'm not leaving right now, but it's been a pleasure to meet you, man. It's good conversation.
Yeah, exactly, brother.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
We
what I like.
we need that, man. We need that. I think everyone needs to have a good conversation. That's the problem in the world. Like everyone
Well, that's
needs to talk.
exactly. We need this because that's all we have, unless
Yeah.
we go to violence. You know, we don't want to go to violence.
No.
We don't want to be violent people. We want to be
We don't-
peaceful, loving people. Yeah.
But I reiterate, we don't need to do that no more. We're in
Exactly.
a world now where we don't need to do that, and we just talk with each other. Discourse is king.
Yes.
That's how we
Amen.
change things.
Yep. The truth, brother.
Where are you from, Ralph?
Albany, New York.
Upstate New York.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah. Oh, I live in a den of utopia. You know.
Oh, really?
I gotta
heard
say
it's
though,
like mass
is-
exodus.
it is
Like,
good.
you stand your ground, yeah. Stand your ground, man.
Yeah,
Stand your
exactly.
ground. Build,
know.
build from the pieces.
Yeah, I got my flags in my car, on my car, around my car, all around the house. You know, I'm like, I'm an American. You know, I'm not white,
Nice.
not black. I'm just an American. Yeah,
Nice, amazing.
living my life, trying to get by because I know my time is short. You know, I only got so much time left in life. I don't know how long, but
Listen,
you
man.
know, it's the way.
Listen. The cowards run away. The patriots stay and build from the pieces, man.
Yeah. But you know what puzzles me? Who are the meek?
Who are the meek?
Yeah, the meek. It says the meek shall inherit the earth. Who are those?
The meek. We are the meek.
The meek is
the
the
meek?
sheep. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Meek and the mild.
well, the meek. It says in the Bible, the meek shall inherit the earth. I think so.
Yeah, the humans are herd. This is the thing. Humans are herd animals, right? There was a point in evolution where, like, there was saber-toothed tigers. There was a saber-toothed tiger which had a single tooth, and it was designed to kill us. Basically, we were prey. For the majority of human existence, humans were prey. We ate fruits, and we had no means of defense. We just got fucked up, right? And then
Right.
times changed. So the meek was us.
You say a meek,
But
a
we were
poor
smart.
poor young without parents.
Like, look at right now. Look right now. Like, we say
amen.
sheep.
Amen. I like
Like,
that.
there you go. But
But
Who's
that's
the
what I
majority of the
always
world?
wonder. It's like, who are the meek? You know, I always I try to look it up. Nobody would tell me. I'm like, who are the meek? You know, are we the meek? Because we're,
Look,
media, or media.
Mate, Ralph, you can have 10 like patriots standing up for our rights and for the people, but then you have like 100 other people who've been told that you're bad, and even though they're fucking them, and they'll just
Right.
come and fucking kill you. Which is what's happening now. You know, it's the masses. The meek are the weak, and unfortunately, the meek do call the shots
Yeah.
in society. And
Yep.
so it's right, man. That's what I was going back earlier, talking about like I'm not religious, but if you look at like different religions and stuff, a lot of information is based on thousands of years of existence.
Exactly.
It's a book that some dude
Yeah.
wrote thousands of years ago, and it's just
Yeah.
an interpretation over the
2000
century.
Yeah, of how people just generally work. You
Work,
know, like
yeah.
going to a seminar, but
Well,
over
who
a long
Yeah,
time.
no. Who
Doesn't mean
made
you have to
like,
live by it.
yeah, who made the religion when they made the religion all the religions? Because I don't know, I think man did it, and man keeps making a religion, but then there comes a group of men that became all the religions that
Yeah, but it's just it's just
some-
us. It's just us talking to each other. That's what it is. It's just like common knowledge. Like you realize, if I met Tyrant Finder, I said, "Hey, yo, I'm Tyrant Finder," and I just punched him in the face. Like we're not gonna be friends, are we? Like, you know, you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Hello, how are you?" And
Yeah.
yeah. But that didn't happen by accident, right? Because we start from punching each other.
Yeah.
That's just how people are, and like
Sorry, nature.
yeah.
Their nature,
Yeah, it's
you know?
nature, man. It's just that's what it is. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole to anyone, and then you should be able to live your life how
Well,
you want.
I was raised, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you.
Yeah, that's
For
the
me.
golden rule, isn't it? That's the golden rule.
That's what I am, and I don't have to try to be that. I just am that way, and it's like, you know, 99.8% of the time. You know, I mean, there's not 100%. You know, we're all going to be ourselves sometimes. You know.
Well, I just go by my inbuilt mechanisms, my moral compass.
Exactly.
That's what I go by. I live by my moral compass.
Yeah.
But where did you buy that from, Tyrone?
I think it might be job on. It's like if you treat me like an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole to you.
Exactly.
You know, you're an asshole to me. I'm going to be an asshole to you. You punch me, I'm going to punch you. It's like I live by that motto, isn't it?
Yep.
Eye for an eye.
But a lot of people live by that brutality. The bully comes up and says, "You're gonna do boom, boom," and they just do what they're told. You know, the college kids, the grade kids. You know, they're all.
It's human nature, really. You got. It's also human nature. They prey on the weak, don't they? If you show weakness, everyone will gang up on that weakness, then, won't it? And that's when
right. But now
people
they're
then
psychologically taking over these people. You know, look at the news. You know, I mean, I don't know about your news there, but my news here is crazy.
I'll tell you what. I'm a bit of a simpleton. From what I've heard, it's like Tyron's up for like a showbiz like fight, boxing match.
No, I don't have violence. Mate, I absolutely applaud. I think I absolutely detest boxing. I detest violence in any way, shape, or form. All right, but violence should only be used as a last result.
Self-defense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Self-defense. Yeah, that's the only way I want to use violence against anything or anybody.
My violence is measured and proportionate.
Amen.
Now, Tyrone, man, your heart's in your sleeve. I always tell you this, man. I'm just joking around. I'll just like you can have like a fucking like live stream boxing match. I'm just joking.
Oh no, yeah. I know you're joking. I think violence, anything, even boxing. What sort of enjoyment, right, can anybody get from two grown men, women beating the living shit out of each other? What enjoyment? I get absolutely none.
I don't either. It's primal instinct. It's fucking stupid.
No.
It's like we've like we're in a point where we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, but
everyone's done that.
To me, that's unnecessary violence. Violence.
I agree completely.
As the last resort.
Yeah, but people are paying for that violence. People are paying for that violence, and they're willing to risk that violence to get that money. You know what I mean?
So we are then. We are we're to blame for our own demise. Society, because society craves.
Like the Romans, they went to the freaking cathedrals they had, or the big what do you call them? You know, they went to see the lions eat the freaking gladiators and shit. You know, no different. It's just another different time.
See, we've never really evolved, then, have we?
No,
we haven't evolved as a species.
We got cell phones. We got this technology. That's, you know, great.
No, we are animals, right? But we decide what we want to do.
Exactly.
We can always choose to be lose our shit and try and hurt someone and do something, but we don't need to anymore. There's no excuse. It is inbuilt. It's evolutionary. It's there. It's there, but we can use it for other things. You can make a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Like a Tyrone Fighter. You can bring things together. Use that energy for something else. Hitting someone without using words, causing violence, causing hurt is the most primitive thing. Can we do it? Yes. Do we need to do it? No.
The enemy does it. The enemy does it and gets away with it because we don't do anything about it.
Well, we do and we will. It just takes time, and this goes back to your point. It's like our lifetimes are short. Yeah. Because that was true, then Hitler will still be in power.
Yeah, but it takes so long.
1,000 year right here. It will be there. Yeah, doesn't work, man. Mao will be in power. Stalin will be in power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. So it's just like it's there in us. We have to choose what we have to decide. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna go.
Right, mate.
But
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
gonna
you.
But Tyra, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go somewhere, right? So I'm going to West London. There's like some freedom gig as artists. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna live stream it.
Aye.
I'm not. That's it. So it's like it's with Shepherd's Bush. There's a gig in Shepherd's Bush on the Green or something.
Well, I don't know.
And there's a couple of people playing. They're all against all the bullshit I've been talking about.
I'm gonna say
And,
goodnight, guys.
I'm gonna
Love
live stream
talking
it.
to you
Oh
guys.
yeah, it's a bit late. See you later, Ralph.
Well,
Hey,
guys,
Ralph, have a good night, man.
you too, brother.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Cool, man.
Well, if you're going to live stream it, I'm going to watch it then.
Yeah, watch it, man.
I will.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just think like Tyrant, like I've got a channel, so I should like support everyone as much as I can. So I'm gonna go and
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's
just
it.
live stream the
Well,
gig,
that's
you know?
it. Each to their own, innit? You know what I mean? You can't. You're going. I just don't think. You know, I got an opinion. You've got an opinion. I don't fucking hate you for it. It's your opinion, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. So
Gotta
that's
fall
like
out over it.
that's why I changed my name as well. It's actual coverage. So it's like it's not like this is what I'm doing. It's just like you show what you want to do, and I'll put it out as fair as I can. But anyway, it's just a gig. So it's some music. See how it works. If it can work in the first place. But that's not gonna go. So if people want to watch, I'm sorry, Tyrant, man. I don't want to like plug stuff, but
I don't care.
you know what I mean. I don't like doing that. Man, that shit.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
But I'll go over to Actuals if he's on in a bit.
Yeah, it
Or
starts from
you'll
like
get
7,
notification,
7:30, whatever. Yeah, it's see how it goes, man. I'll put the camera up, turn it on. I might play. Who knows? I don't
Oh, Actual's playing. Woo!
know.
Woo! Might get some decent bass then.
You know the thing is, Tyrant. Before
What?
I go, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting fucking sick and tired of people just talking about freedom and rights and COVID. And all. I'm just like, shut up.
We've got our freedom.
You
Like I've
know
said
what I mean?
everything. Nobody's
you're
forced
gonna
me.
make
Nobody's forced me to get an injection. Nobody's forced my family or my children to get an injection. So that's my freedom
Yeah.
of choice. I've
Yeah, I'm just
exercised
like-
it.
Yeah.
All right. Lockdowns and things like that. We've taken off our eyes off the board with this this police and crime bill. We've taken our eye off. That's going through. That's almost done. Our human rights are almost out the fucking window now. Yeah, we've done.
Yeah.
Under the illusion of, you know, what's his name? Great American president. Is it Franklin?
Hmm.
Benjamin Franklin. To give up your freedom for a sense of security,
You deserve neither.
you deserve neither.
Yeah, that's it, man. I know. So I'm just getting tired of it. Like I don't even want to play. Like, but it's a start. You know, you can't just be like you can't separate things, and you can't just.
And like Hammerwell's just said, who has jurisdiction over you?
Yeah.
Who has the jurisdiction over you? Nobody. You have jurisdiction over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. People need to realize.
People
All right,
don't.
cool.
All right, mate. Have a good
Tyrant,
one.
it's been a pleasure, man. It's been an
Yeah.
absolute pleasure, man.
Always,
You made my day, bro. You
always.
made my day, bro. You really did.
No worries. No worries, mate.
All right, I'm gonna say goodbye and figure out how to close everything. All right, so goodbye and goodbye everyone in the chat. And make sure, listen, make sure if you're not
Yeah,
subscribed,
make sure you
subscribe
listen.
to Tyrant Finder, right? And also there's links in the description. You can give him money because he's doing this for free. He watches it for free.
I don't want money.
If you,
I don't want money.
I don't want money either. But if you want to help
I'm
out,
sat
you
in
can.
my garage. I'm sat in my
It's all
garage.
there. It's sat in
talking
his
to
garage.
people.
He's got a cup of tea ready. But you can support the channel, follow all the links, whatever links he has, Telegram, whatever he has. Follow everything. That's how you support. It's a free world, free choice. You do what you do. But support this man. Please
Thanks,
do that.
Actual. Thank you,
Everyone,
mate.
right?
I'll speak to you later,
All right.
dude.
See you next time, man.
Ta-da, dude. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And then there was only me. Oh. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. What's 109 of you still in? Let's put my camera back on. Ah! Zoomed it in a bit too much there. There's too much there. Go like that. Go like that. Too much glare. Oh, I hate that. Turn it off. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining. I'll have to talk to Mrs. T if I'm on tonight or not, but I wasn't expecting on being on this long. But until next time, thanks, guys. Bye.